everyone, Chris Renshaw here, and it's been a while since we've looked at the RPG shelf, so I figured let's jump back into that. Specifically, this time we got into the good stuff, the D&D 5th edition books. Alright, here we are with the D&D shelf. I'm going to kind of breeze through some of these. Princes of the Apocalypse, you're trying to just stop a couple of elemental cults from raising a bunch of extra dimensional things. Out of the Abyss, you go into the Underdark and stop some demons there. Haven't played that one. Not shown here, Curse of Strahd. Great vampire themed game. We've got that lent out right now. Storm King Thunder, you're trying to stop some giants from stomping their way across the world. Tales from the Yawning Portal, which is a bunch of collection of infamous games from D&D's past, kind of redone for 5th edition. Then, of course, you've got your DMG, you got your Monster Manual, your Player's Handbook, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, which is just some information on the Sword Coast, where a lot of the D&D adventures take place. Volo's Guide to Monsters, where you can get extra monsters and all sorts of different crazy stuff that's not in the Monster Manual. And you've heard me talk about Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Also on this shelf, got this Tales of the Wizard's Eye, which is a 5th edition module I backed on Kickstarter. Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is a game that emulates old school D&D that I've not had a chance to play. And Dungeon Fantasy, which is part of the GURPS role-playing game from Steve Jackson Game, which is an old but classic game. Haven't had a chance to break into on. This is some really, really complex stuff. Of all the D&D adventures, I think Princes of the Apocalypse and Tomb of Annihilation, which is not on here, are some of my favorites, but you can't go wrong with most of these as long as they're not the Tyranny of Dragons over here. Pretty much anything else is fine. So there you go. That's what's on my D&D shelf there. Stay tuned for next time where we're going to do more dive. We'll eventually get through all these shelves. But in the meantime, make sure you follow me on social media. Make sure you download the Boards and Swords podcast for other great board game and RPG news. And until next time, may all your hits be crits.